Hey guys. Okay, today we're doing 10.2, evaluating expressions. Okay, so there's a front and back to this page, so you kind of have to follow along here, and I'm going to try to move through these pretty quick. So the essential question: how can you use the order of operations to evaluate algebraic expressions? Okay, remember, expressions do not have an equal sign. Okay, so evaluating expressions. Recall that an algebraic expression contains one or more, and we're going to put variable here. When you're talking about a variable, you're talking about a letter. Okay, we'll put letter or letters used to represent a number. Okay, so the key thing is that the variable stands for a number. You can substitute a number for that variable and then find the value of the expression. This is called evaluating the expression. So when you're evaluating the expression, you're finding out what is that expression equal to, basically. All right? So I put this little thing here. This is a bunch of different expressions. Okay? So let's evaluate some expressions here. Evaluate each expression for the given value of the variable. So this is what my problem is. X minus 9, you can read this as x minus 9 given that, okay, the semicolon is given that x is equal to 15. All right, so what you do is you plug in the 15 for the x and you solve it. All right, so what is 15 minus 9? And if you count on your fingers or just think about it in your head, 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. All right, so we evaluated that expression. All right, let's go to B. 16 over n, or 16 divided by n, given that n is equal to 8. Okay, so once again, you're going to put in the 8 where the n is. All right, so what you have now is 16 over 8, or 16 divided by 8, which is equal to what? How many times does 8 go into 16? Twice. So my answer is 2. Okay? You can do an expression here. We have a decimal. Don't let that fool you. It's still easy. Okay? 0.5y, given that y is equal to 1.4. So all you do is you put 1.4 in for y. All right? Now since I have multiplication is going on between my constant, which my constant is the number, my variable is the letter, and all I have to do is multiply those two together. So I have to do 1.4 times 0.5. Okay? So pause your video for a second, and then once you figure out what you think this should be, unpause it and see if you get the same thing as me. Okay? So pause the video. I'm doing 1.4 times 0.5. Okay, 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. And I have to move my decimal 1 and another 1. So that's 2 spots. A total of 2 spots, right? 2 spots. So I start here on the right side of the 0, and I go 1, 2. My answer, this is equal to 0.70. Okay. Last one, 6k, given that k is equal to 1/3. All right, once again, very easy. You put 1/3 in for k. So I have 6 And 6k, that means multiplication. So 6 next to k means multiplication. That means 6. And how do you write 6 as a fraction? Okay, you write 6 as a fraction by putting it over 1. Times, okay, you can use a dot for multiplication. Since you're working with variables, you don't want to use an x. Use a dot. Times 1/3. And now it's just a simple multiplication problem. Multiply across. 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. And this is division. 6 divided by 3. How many times is 3 going to 6? 2. Your answer is 2. Okay? Now, at any time, if you need to pause the video and catch up a little bit, go ahead and pause it. I'm trying to talk pretty fast because I have a lot of information to get through here. All right, your turn. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have you guys work on this, okay? Once you figure this out, let's raise your hand. Mr. Heyer will check your answers. I'll check your answers, okay? So you guys pause it. I'm not going to show you how to work these problems. I want you to work them and then raise your hand, show me what you got for your answer, and I'll double check and make sure you got the correct answer, okay? So go ahead, pause the video, and work those problems. All right. Now, we're on the back of the page here, getting through some more notes. Using the order of operations. Expressions may have more than one variable or more than one operation. To evaluate these expressions, substitute the given value for each variable and then use the order of operations. So remember, order of operations is PEMDAS, okay? Order of operations, we're talking about PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition, subtraction, okay? All right, so let's work on A here, all right? You have 4 times x minus 4, given that x is equal to 7. All you have to do is put in your 7 for the x and solve. So I'm going to rewrite it, and I'm just going to do this. 7 minus 4. Okay? So now I do the order of operations. I have to do my parentheses. So I'm going to have 4 times what? Well, 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay? I did what's in the parentheses. All I have left to do is my multiplication. So 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And 12 is your answer. All right, next one. This is different than this. It's the same thing. It's just missing the parentheses. Okay, we don't have parentheses here. So I have to put in my 7 for the x. So I have 4. Now I'm going to put 7 in parentheses here next to there. And then minus 4. The reason I put it in parentheses is because I know that this is multiplication, so I'm just going to put it in parentheses, and the 4 next to the 7, that means multiplication. Now I just use my order of operations. So do I do 7 minus 4 first, or do I do 4 times 7? I have to do multiplication, because that comes before subtraction. Okay? So 4 times 7 is 28, and then I subtract 4. So 28 minus 4 is equal to what? 24. Okay? Alright, now that I've showed you guys, well, let's do this one here. Because this one has 3 variables. X, actually it only has X, Y, and W. Oh, you need to add W. I don't know why it's missing here. W is equal to 9. Okay? And there's the belt, but you guys don't leave. Okay, so really quick here, put in 9 for W, minus x is 5, plus y, which is 3, this is subtraction and addition. All you got to do is move your way from left to right. So 9 minus 5 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Okay? All right. I want you guys to try D, and then show your answer to me once you get it. Okay? Then for the your turn, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 9, I want you guys to try those problems once again and show me what you got. Okay? And if you get down to here, if you can get this done, I'm going to give you some extra credit today. Okay? If you can get this problem done and give me the correct answer, I'm going to give you some extra credit. So show me if you get that correct. All right? Now, if you are listening to this still, that's good, because that means I know you're listening. If you have a number written down in the right-hand corner, bottom corner of this page, come show that number to Mr. Heyer. Don't tell people around you. Just come quietly, show me what number you have, and there might be a piece of candy involved here for you. So I'm trying to find out who's listening to the video all the way through. Okay? All right. Nice job. Go ahead and work on those your turn problems. All right? We'll talk to you later.